Hi, I'm Ben, and this is another episode recap of Marvel's Spider-Man. Now, funny thing, usually I wear Spider-Man shirts or jackets, but this time I'm wearing a Batman shirt. Long story. I just didn't feel like changing my shirts every time. Excuse me, I just want to recap this. Um, in this episode of Marvel's Spider-Man, it starts out with Peter in the computer world, and then he's like, "What's going on? How am I going to get this? All I remember is this. Oh dear. All I remember is this and this and this." But then, fighting Doctor Octopus. But then it cuts to Doctor Octopus, and he's like, "Okay, now everyone, okay." And then he makes breakfast for his aunt, well, Peter's aunt, in Otto Octavius' body. And yeah, it cuts to Otto Octavius. Sorry if this is all over the place. It cuts to Otto Octavius all over the place. It cuts to Otto Octavius making breakfast for his aunt, and I'm like, that's nice, and it was really sweet. And then it shows like Otto Octavius, and it shows J. Jonah Jameson on TV. He's like, I don't like this new Spider-Man, and they say he's new, but I think he's a menace. Meh, 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 meh. Oh, by the way, I actually heard that. Because I did a video that I don't want Spider-Man to go back to Sony because it's Marvel's character. Marvel Comics created Spider-Man, so Marvel Studios should have Spider-Man. It's their character. It wouldn't make any sense. But I actually heard they reached a deal and Marvel Studios is going to make a third Spider-Man movie to the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. And it's even going to be directed by the same director. Yay! So anyways, yeah, so I'm really happy about that, but yeah, Spider-Man. Um, Sorry if I'm distracted. I just want to know what's on my what superhero was on my poster. But anyways, oh, just some blankets right there. Sorry. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so he goes back to school and then he's all finished up. It's like, I don't need this. I'm perfectly fine. I learned this better. Science fiction, get out this fantasy, because it's Otto Octavius in Spider-Man's body, Peter's body, I mean. So he's like, so he leaves so he leaves and Peter's like, Spider-Man, Peter's acting weird. So we gotta help him. And then he's like, what's going on? And then later, it's discovered that Sand Girl is the main antagonist. Yeah, Sand Girl. I kind of have a crush on Sand Girl. I don't know if I said that in my other videos, but yeah. Sand Girl is... Well, I just think she looks pretty. Sand Girl is like... Because, yeah, years ago I saw this YouTube video, but it's in a different language, but I didn't watch the whole thing because I wanted to wait. But yeah, Sand Girl is back, and she's taking over the game because Hammerhead's gone, and now he's like, she's running things now, and she's like, she's gonna take down Octavius, well, Spider-Man. He's like, Spider-Man's new and vengeful and hard, and it's like, Spider-Man's just some kid in a superhero costume. We can take him out. And then they tried, and they even electrocuted him with a cage. And then, yeah, this is the first series where they're doing the whole Superior Spider-Man. They didn't do it in Ultimate Spider-Man. This is the first time they're actually doing this. But anyways, so yeah, Miles Morales come to save the day. Also, there's this part where Spider-Man is swinging, Superior Spider-Man swinging, and he missed a guy on a thing. So Miles Morales Spider-Man had to help him. But yeah, so they're like, no, this isn't Spider-Man. And then there's this scene where Miles saves him from the electrocuting cage. Spider-Man is like, Spider-Man uses the cables and electrocutes Sand Girl and turns her into glass because they're like, what happens when sand mixed with electricity? It turns you into glass. And there was a part where Otto was gonna smash her, but then Miles came in and was like, "No, we don't smash our enemies. We don't do that." And it was like pish posh. And then yeah, and there's this scene, but yeah, Peter Parker, the real Peter Parker, is trapped in a computer world, and I'm like, oh, how's he gonna get out of this? Like it was like virus detection, and then he remembers this kill code, and then Max is like, what? How do I do this? This is more bad than I thought. So he tries to restart it and reboots the whole system, and then yeah, so then there's this place is like, did he thought of a then in the computer world, Peter's like, did he thought of a Trojan horse? And yeah, I know I should write a script for when I'm doing episode recaps, but yeah, okay. So anyways, so then he did so then he jumps to this computer thing and then Peter's like, did he thought of a Trojan horse? So then he's like, password incorrect, password incorrect. And he's like, is it I hate Spider-Man? I was like, oh, come on, really? Then he jumps in and then he saves the day. Well, he jumps in and then he avoids the technology and then he's like out of the frying pan into the what is this place? And then and and he, and yeah, cause that part shocked me. Like, what would happen if that wasn't a password, or if he couldn't think of a password, or what happens if anyone else was stuck in there? They would have died. Yeah, that part freaks me out. But anyways, they're at the part where Max is like, oh, well, I hope we can fix you. Oh wait, Peter realized that he's at the ASU computer system, so he figure out there. And then Max is like, Peter, I need you to come in, but it's Otto Peter. So Otto Peter came in and he's like give me 3 minutes. Tell me what's what. And then and then Max is like, your thing is overdue, and then Peter's like, give me a scholarship, why don't you? Or do this. And then P is like, that's not how it works. And then Miles came in and was like, whoa, whoa, Peter, calm down, man. And then Peter leaves like, any other school can teach me. I didn't need school to learn better. I did that all myself. I quit. And yeah, that's how the episode ends. Well, I hope this has a happy ending because I don't like misunderstandings episodes like this where they switch brains and they can't tell what's happening because it gets a bit frustrating because they can't tell the other characters, and yeah, that is frustrating and bothersome. But we'll have to find out in the next episode. I probably might review it tomorrow because it took a week for me to do this because this episode aired last Sunday, so the new episode is airing this Sunday. And it took. Well, I probably might review it tomorrow. Sorry if it Sorry if it took a while, but here it is. So I hope you enjoyed that episode and hope you enjoy the next episode. Well, take care.